It's the I Can't Mom Today podcast with Heather, the new mom, and Vera, the seasoned mom. I Can't Mom Today.
Hey, this is Vera and Heather back again with another episode of I Can't Mom Today podcast, and it is 2023.
Woo.
It's been a minute since we've been here because holidays and holidays and holidays.
Yes.
And it was weird. I felt like this year, because Christmas and New Year's was on a Sunday, that just everything was so messed up. And maybe it's because I'm a parent now that it like matters, because Baker didn't get out of school, wasn't supposed to get out of school until Friday. And but then we had really bad weather here, like negative 13 and negative 20, negative 30, something like that. Ugh. So they canceled school for the last 2 days. So by the time he gets back to school, we'll have him for 19 days.
Oh, wow. Yippee. When does he go back to school? Tuesday. Oh, wow.
So another, several more days. And then Brad has drill this weekend. So
so you were doing the single mom thing this weekend.
Yeah. And then, I was going to say something else. Well, anyways, it's been a lot. So, but something that I want to bring to your attention, and I don't know if you had this, because I feel like these days more people are further away from family than like 50 years ago, right? So when like school was out for the holidays, I feel like you could lean on your grandparents or aunts or uncles or whatever. But I feel like so many more people are moving further away because that's just the world we live in now. And I've got a cold, by the way, or I'm getting over cold. And so
what else is new?
Yeah. And so, the school holidays just take up so much time, and we can't take 2 weeks off of work. I mean, we should be able to, because like, let's get real. We need a break sometimes, but anyways, it's neither here nor there. But there's winter camps, which I found out too late because I didn't know about them before. And this is also why I think that kindergarten parents should have a mentor, a mom mentor, or dad mentor, parent mentor. Because I didn't know about this. And like somebody was like, yeah, we did it for the first time. I was like, why are the schools not sending this out saying, hey, we have a winter program? No. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. So yes, just wanted to give you a public service announcement. There are winter camps, just like summer camps. So I would have remortgaged my house to send my child to winter camp.
Well, yeah, because we all know everybody says, oh yeah, I work from home and I should be able to take care of my baby or my child. Yeah, right. Good luck with all that.
Some people do it. I don't know how, but I can't. Baker just needs a lot of interaction. So I cannot do it, but other people do. Excuse me. And so, yes,
not many people can. I think it depends. It must depend on your job and your kid, because some kids are more active than others. And I mean, I really struggled doing any work from home. I thought the same thing. I thought, oh yeah, surely I can, set him down with his favorite show for an hour while I do a voiceover and it should be good.
No.
Yeah. Knock, knock. Mommy, can I have a Jello or whatever, can I have a
or like, look at this game, or like, what does it say? And you're like, I will strangle
Look at it. Yeah, exactly.
Just kidding. I would never do that. So that happened. And then I think I might've hit a moment of insanity because we got a puppy.
You got a puppy?
I did get a puppy. And if you would follow me on Facebook, if you would follow me on social media, you would know.
I'm sorry. I just haven't had the bandwidth for much social media lately, honestly.
It's okay. Same. Yeah.
So, okay. What kind of puppy though?
It's Catahoula mix. So it's the state dog of Louisiana.
Oh, cool. What does it look like?
She's just black and white. She doesn't look like she doesn't look like what you would typically think a Catahoula looks like. Anyways,
no idea.
We had a honeymoon stage. It was really great. Now we're into the defiant stage.
How old is she?
12 weeks.
Aw, how big is she going to get, do you think?
We don't know, but her mom was only 30 pounds, which is really small, but we don't know what the dad was.
Okay. Yeah.
So chances are likely mom was mixed with something else too. So, because catahoulas are really high energy, and we're like, I think I always got so nervous because I reached out to a mom group, and they're like, oh, I was like,
yeah. So what's her name?
Rue, Roux, like a roux that you make for gumbo.
Yummy.
Mm-hmm. And but she's really cute, really good. But it just, still learning potty training, still doesn't focus on eating, wakes up in the middle of the night to go potty, all those things.
My gosh, you are crazy.
I know, but I was just like, it was one of those things. It's been 2 years since Max.
Yeah.
Then Baker's been asking for it, and I'm like, maybe they'll wear each other out. So I feel like after the 2 to 3 puppy year stages, then they'll be more independent together.
Hopefully. They can play ball in the backyard and stuff, hopefully.
Yeah. So if you hear whining, it's just
it's Rue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, saying, can I get out of my kennel now, please?
Well, Jerry has COVID again. Yeah. Thankfully, he's okay. I mean, it's just, he doesn't have a fever. He's just congested. And, he has the snuffleupagus CPAP, the kind that just goes in his nose. And so the way he finally broke down and got himself tested when he couldn't breathe through his nose. So he couldn't use a CPAP, which means he couldn't sleep well.
Oh.
So, yeah. So, luckily I took 2 tests. I'm negative and I don't have any signs. So knock on wood. But so he's been once again now sleeping in the guest room. Fun stuff. And telling Luke to stay away from Jerry. Don't go anywhere near Jerry. Jerry, stay away from it, because Jerry, he'll forget and he'll try walking up to you and you're like, stay away, stand back, go away. Don't get too close to me. I feel like such a bitch, but I'm like, I am not getting sick. I can't afford to get sick. I can't do it. I just,
excuse me,
after
as
the
I
holidays, trying to get my life back in order, and despite drama and things going on, I'm trying to focus on getting my act together as best as I can. So, which brings me to what I thought we could talk about, which is kind of resolutions, which is cliche for this time of year, but basically I try not to call it a resolution. Yeah. I call it a goal. So my goal for the year instead of a resolution, because I feel like a resolution is like, okay, I'm going to go to the gym 3 days a week. And then if 1 week I don't go to the gym 3 days, I'm like, oh, well, that's it. I ruined my resolution. That's the end. Bye. And then I lose track. Whereas if that's my goal. And if I go only 2 days 1 week, that's okay. Next week, I'll go 3 days. That's my goal. So that by the end of the year, I will be going at least 3 days a week. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So kind of like when I did, of the many diets that I've done over the years, Nutrisystem, not Nutrisystem. No, it wasn't Nutrisystem. It was, no, I've done that one too. Jenny Craig.
Okay.
If you've ever done Jenny Craig, back when I did it, you got, you bought their food. And but then they also had like a lot of tips, and, you'd meet with your counselor every week, which was pretty cool. And they'd give you different tips on how to stick with things. And one of the things that they said in the little book that you got was, if you eat a cookie or go off your diet, quote unquote, don't freak out. And because a lot of times when you're on a diet, you'll say, oh, I ate a cookie. Screw it. I'm going to eat the whole box. Oh, then I'll have some ice cream. Then I think I'll have a cheeseburger. No.
Okay, my bad.
You screw up. You're like, okay, I had a cookie. I'm not going to beat myself up over it. But now for the rest of the day, I'm still going to be good because the day is not completely tainted. See what I mean? So it's kind of like, instead of having this all or nothing mindset, which is the way I feel like resolutions sometimes are. Because, that was the thing too, is I just read recently that supposedly like 85% of us drop our resolutions within the first 6 weeks of the year. Like after the middle of February, it's like, oh, well, I tried,
That's why I don't make them.
Give me a cigarette. It's good or whatever. I'm not going to the gym anymore. Well, because quitting smoking is often one of the big ones.
Yeah.
And I personally, I am not good at going cold turkey. Like going cold turkey stresses me out, and it makes me want to do or eat or not do all the things that I tell myself I'm going to do. Like if I'm moderate about the way I change things, then I tend to be more successful.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I mean, in the long run.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think?
I also don't do, I just don't do them. I just, I'm like, ugh. But I do want to get to, being more healthy. So I did buy, I have those Select Tech weights. I've had them for like 15 years, something like that. Long time.
I remember those.
And I like them. I use them, but I need to use them consistently. I used to use them consistently a lot, all the time, actually, when I first got them. Probably for the first like 2 or 3 years I had them, I used them a lot. But my problem is that they're on the floor, and I hate like going down, I hate bending down to exercise to pick up my weights. So they have this
that could be a problem.
They have this stand, which is it, honestly, because you have to like bend down. She's starting to.
What?
Can you hear her?
No.
Okay, well, she's whining.
Is that Rue?
Yeah. And so I got stands for those. So I'm gonna try to do that. But did you hear her?
Oh, now I just heard her.
Really going at it now.
Oh boy.
We just talk through it. She'll be fine.
Yeah.
There was this gym that got a lot of backlash. Equinox gyms. I've never heard of them before. Sorry. Oh man. Jeez Louise.
Okay. Hey, man, it's all part of the gig, right? We're moms. Now you got a furry baby too.
I know. I'm just like, oh my God. So what did I do? But I'm handling it actually okay. I just need some more CBD oil. Actually, I should go take that after this. So Equinox, there's this. I've heard the name, but I don't really know the brand, and it's not something that I'm familiar with. And I think it's more of a Northeastern thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, they banned memberships on January 1st.
What?
Yeah, they were like, no, we're more than just a resolution or something like crazy. Like, what do they say? It's not you, it's January. We don't speak January, is what their advertising was.
Interesting.
Let's see.
Well, if they did, I could see how it'd be a good marketing thing if they said, okay, instead of doing like everybody else does and doing a big, huge sale on our memberships in January, let's do it. How about, the beginning of December? So go ahead, get your membership.
A lot of people, I think, do it in December.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I was working out. I'm trying to be more consistent is what I'm promising myself, is at least 3 days a week, and try and do that. So I'm consistently there.
Yeah. Like I'm just trying to keep my head above water, survive, not thrive.
Right.
And
same.
Until next week when Baker goes back to school, then we'll be on a regular schedule. So their advertising says, we don't speak January. We're not accepting new memberships today. It's not you, it's January. January is a fantasy delivered to your door in a pastel colored box. It talks about change. It needs a new outfit before it can begin. Shortcutting, giving up just a few weeks later. You're not a New Year's resolution. Your life doesn't start at the beginning of the year. And that's not what what being part of Equinox is about. We go beyond what's possible. We defy expectations. We are not moderation. We've won it all every day, and you deserve it all. At Equinox, we do not speak January, and neither do you. We look forward to welcoming you to Equinox community tomorrow. I mean, I think like they're taking a stand. Okay, and I agree. I agree with the message, meaning like health should be a whole, like a whole year thing, not just I'm gonna start in January. So I get it. I think it was I think it fell on a lot of people got up in arms about it. I mean, whatever.
Well, I mean, if people we're talking about it, so it's definitely going to create some spin. So people are going to start talking about it. So that's smart on their part for that.
Yeah. No, right. No publicity is bad publicity. Exactly. I think that I think their underlying message is good, that your health is for all year, but it may have been misdelivered or
misdelivered.
Yeah. So
yeah, I can see that. Well, and again, I actually did look at, even though I don't make resolutions, even though I've made a couple of goals. So I looked at a couple of articles that talk about why we fail with our resolutions. And again, they said that one of the things they said is that we don't plan. We just say, oh, okay, I'm gonna work out more. Well, work out, what does that mean? So for me, I know there's these 2 classes that I like to take. So I'm going to go Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going to go 8:00 to my strength class, and Wednesday I'm going to go to my step class. And if I can't make Wednesday, there's a Monday class that I like too. So that's like a specific thing. So if you're specific, but also, so lack of planning is one of the reasons, and lack of accountability. So even if it's just with yourself, I've done best. I don't like feeling like somebody else is watching over me and being like, Vera, you didn't go to the gym today. I much prefer to have
like somebody's watching.
Right.
Here we go.
That was beautiful. So yeah, I don't like that. I don't like feeling like somebody's going to be like, tisk, tisk, you didn't go to the gym. I'd much rather, I can do that to myself, but I like it. So I put it in my calendar on my phone. So that way I can look back and be like, look at me. I went to the gym those days, or, look,
so like
I'm
a
going to the
reward
gym
system
tomorrow.
versus a penalty system.
Well, both. I mean, I'll put
Okay, well, here's a penalty
like a
system I
penalty.
think we can all get on board with.
Yeah.
Why don't you, every time you don't go to the gym, put $1 in a jar and then buy me something at the end of each month that you don't go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll think about that one. So yeah, so that's one of the things too. And also being realistic. So again, I could tell myself, I'm going to go to the gym 5 days a week. I know that's just not going to happen. I just physically, mentally, time-wise, all that, 5 days a week is just too much. So 3 days, I'm like 3 days, that works. And it's doable for me. It's achievable. So something achievable.
Yeah.
So even if you're like, I'm going to eat right 5 days a week instead of 7 days.
Yeah. I think another thing too is that we all try to go hard and fast.
Yes.
So instead of focusing on one thing, like, oh, I really want to get my flabby arms a little bit more tone, instead of like, I want to get the 6-pack, the, ripped calves, and I'm going to eat better. I'm going to stop drinking. I'm going to, do my laundry and put it away all the time. Like, to pick one thing, one small thing that is accomplishable. Right. Not like I woke up today, but like something like I'm waking up without hitting snooze.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like I got up without hitting snooze. Like that could be a goal. Something little like that. I had a girlfriend that you did that. Have you ever done dry January where you don't drink all January? I never have.
No.
But my girlfriend did. And she was so funny because she was like, our other friend did dry January. And she was like, I feel so great. She's like, I felt like ass by the end of the month. And I started, even though I promised myself I was going to do it, I did it. But by February, I was back in the bottle.
Yeah. Like I don't drink a lot, but I would like to have a drink a week at least, or maybe 2.
Yeah.
Maybe a bottle of wine
moderation.
a week.
Too much of a good thing, as my mother would say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like, well, that was one of my other little goals, is to drink less wine, and which will feed into me working out more and eating better, because it just kind of goes together for me, because if I drink less wine, then I'll feel better in the morning, then I'll be more prone to going to the gym, and then, I'll be more prone to eating better because I just went to the gym and I don't want to eat a cheeseburger because it'll make me feel bad. And so it all kind of ties together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just, in case you are working on your resolutions or your goals, those are some of my tips. Like, don't be so hard on yourself if you screw up a little bit,
But also don't give up for the rest of the day or week or month or whatever.
Exactly. Don't give up. Like, it's okay. You're gonna, like, even when I was reading about resolutions, people were trying to quit smoking. Like, they say it takes an average of 7 times to quit smoking for it to stick.
I believe it.
So yeah, and to me, the people I know who have fully quit say that it took them several times. So just like with anything else, just like with eating right, you're not going to all of a sudden be like, eating perfectly out of the box,
Definitely.
Or out of the gate, not out of the box. Out of the box would be bad food, like Kraft mac and cheese. Yeah, I know, right? Yum.
Well, if you have
that gives me the runs.
Oh geez.
Sorry,
TMI. If you have any suggestions on how to stick with a goal or resolution for the year, hit us up on our social media at I Can't Mom Today face. I'm wasted already. Just kidding. No, I'm just trying to get my dog because I hear her going.
Yeah, I know. It's the furry baby. Yes, I Can't Mom Today podcast at gmail.com and Facebook and Instagram. By the way, we have over 1,000 Instagram followers. Woo woo. And don't forget to rate us too, please. Still fighting the evil raters from years ago. It's okay. And and just reach out. Say, hey, feel free to send us an email or a DM or something if you have a suggestion or anything like that too. And hang in there. You can be a better mom, not the best mom. You don't have to be the best mom. Nobody's the best mom.
No. And sometimes you just have to survive.
Yes, just survive. Just get up in the morning.
Yeah.
And feed yourself, feed your kids, throw some clothes on, maybe take a shower. There you go. Good to go. And bathe your kids.
All right. Until next time, I'm going to go walk a dog.
All right. Bye. Bye, Rue.
Bye.